This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the Noon Barbados Today update for Wednesday, December 11th, 2013. I'm Dawn Paris. A cabinet minister wants harsher penalties for motorists who drive uninsured vehicles. Donald Innes says there are too many people driving and riding around vehicles with no coverage, and he says it's time to get tough.
I'm deeply troubled over the number of vehicles, including motorcycles, on our roads without insurance coverage. As Minister of Health, which is another life, I encountered many individuals and families who suffered great physical pain and financial ruin due to accidents with no insurance coverage. There ought to be far stiffer penalties where accidents occur and there is no insurance coverage.
Innes was speaking last night at the opening of Lynch Insurance Brokers' new offices in Sky Mall. Government is being forced to pay out money to boat owners who've left their dilapidated vessels in the dockyard and in the marina of the Bridgetown Fisheries Complex. This is even as those boats remain there without permission. Manager of the market, Sherlock King, tells Barbados Today that some have been left there for more than 10 years.
It is a problem for us. It's also a problem for those persons who are actively involved in the activity of fishing, because if a boat may have emergency repairs and may want to emergency haul up, there is no space available for them. It is now creating a burden on the state, where that these vessels remain on the premises, and we've had a situation where they became damaged and the government had to pay for the damage that these vessels would have got damaged while inside the harbour itself.
But government is preparing to turn that situation around. King says the boat owners will get a third and final notice to move their property by the end of the year. Failing that, they'll be taken to court. Follow the Caribbean Premier League. And no, it's not an invitation to follow the cricket competition. Managing Director and CEO of Republic Bank Barbados Limited, Ian D'Souza, says the regional cooperation that the CPL fostered should be replicated in the tourism sector.
I think that we need to do more of that. It is not, so what it says is tourism is not only sea, sun and sand, and it's not just a hotel room. There are other forms of tourism that we need to come together and exploit. There is sport tourism, there's cultural tourism, there is convention tourism, there's medical tourism. So yes, I fully agree that the Caribbean, we have to come together as one, work with each other, so that once we bring people into this region, we all benefit.
And in sports, sloppy fielding by the West Indies on the first day of the second test against New Zealand allowed the host to reach 307 for 6 at stumps today. Ross Taylor hit 129, guiding his side out of a tight spot after they were sent in on a green pitch that both sides were keen to bowl first on. Taylor finally departed 2 overs before stumps. He was dropped on naught, a slip catch that should have been taken by Kirk Edwards off Tino Best. He then received more lives on 122 and 125 as the wheels fell off for the Windies.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
McInerney Quality and Consolidated Finance invite you to trade in your old car for a new one. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. That's right, all trade-ins are welcomed. Any make or model, we'll trade towards your new car. Plus, you get 2 years free insurance when you purchase a Kia, Mazda or Ford. And with on-the-spot financing by Consolidated Finance, you can drive away with something new. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. All trade-ins are welcome.
In the region, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Parliament has approved a new budget that's 14% higher than last year. Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Dr. Ralph Gonsalves says the increase is due to a 45.5% hike in capital expenditure. But opposition leader Arnim Eustace says the $911 million estimate has been inflated ahead of the 2015 general elections. Internationally now, first gay sex was illegal in India, then it was allowed. Now it's a criminal offence again. The Supreme Court there has reversed a 2009 order which has decriminalised homosexual acts. This now means that offenders could be sentenced to 10 years in jail. And that's our noon update. Join us again at 6 this evening. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Dawn Paris.
This news update brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.